Okay, we are going to continue from where we left off. Today we are going to add the names, and if you remember, we have 6 names that need to show up, and we also have text that needs to show up at the beginning and the end. I'm going to switch over to Adobe Premiere. Here is our original Friends opening. All we have done so far is we have imported this Friends footage, and then we dragged it over here to create a timeline. That created this sequence here, and it created a timeline, and then we went and we added markers for all of this. Remember the shortcut. If you have Shift M will have you jump to the next marker, very convenient sometimes, and if you add the Control key to it, it will go backwards. I'm just tapping, I'm holding the Shift and the Control key down, and I'm tapping that letter M for marker. Okay, there's no marker before this, so nothing happens there. And if I just hold the Shift key, and I'm using my left hand, my middle finger and my pointer finger to hold the Shift and the Control to do M, and then if I just hold the Shift key and tap M, it goes forward to the next marker. And that's going to be important, or it'll help to jump around. Okay, so that's where we are. A lot of what we're doing today will involve this graphics workspace. So tap on that or click that. And we're looking for the one that says basic title, which is about 20 items down. Or if you find this bright, colorful one, it's 3 down after that. I believe it's the 3rd one after that colorful title one. So here's the color, here's 1, there's 2, and then 3 right here. And I want you just to click and drag that out and over the top. Okay, not up here, just right on top, not on it, because that'll erase. So let's just do that there. If you happen to drag it on the wrong spot, do Control Z, undo. Now we are going to find, let's see, I'm going to use my playhead. I'm going to find where the first name shows up, Jennifer Aniston, okay? I'm going to zoom in a little bit using the plus key, so plus, plus, maybe one more time, plus, and her name shows up with this marker. All right, this is one marker. I'm going to use 2 fingers on my trackpad to kind of slide it this way. So we've got, she shows up right here. Here's a scene change. Scene change, and that's where her name changes. So I'm going to take this title and I'm going to grab the end of it and I'm going to stretch it out to the last time her name shows up. And it should snap. You'll see a little snapping icon that shows up right there, kind of an arrow. And I will have to slide this back a little bit and re-find where it was. Her name shows up right here for this marker. So I'm going to grab this end and slide it right there and let it snap. So now this is the spot for Jennifer Aniston. I'm sorry, it's going to be one of our names. If you already know what names you're going to use out of the movie, maybe you put some thought into it. I come back here and I'm going to look at the list. I'm going to come over here to the names. This will load up an IMDb page for the movie. And I'm going to go, let's see, the Friends opener starts with girls, so I'm going to go with, let's see, let's go with Scarlett Johansson. I'm just going to copy her name because I know I would spell it wrong. I'm going to do Control C to copy. Alt Tab will switch me back here. And I'm going to click on here, and we've already switched to the graphics workspace. I will double click on the name right there. So if you see Browse, Edit, or you can double click the name there. So 1, 2, 3, or triple click, sorry. And then I'm going to paste, which is Control V. I'll put it right there. And then I'll click somewhere else. Don't hit enter, just click somewhere else. Click on this. Her name is there. We want to match the font. So click on the name now. Right here is the font name. you can click right there and just type Gabriel, Gabri, and you'll see that it's right there. If I did the, let's see, Gabri, oh, yeah, I just messed it up now. Gabriel, and there it is. It's the only one with that. So I do that and it changes it. And I think for this, we can leave it at 100 because that's roughly the same size. I'm not going to move it down there yet because I want you to see the drop shadow. And for you to see it better, I'm going to change this to like 200%. And then I'll grab this and I'll slide it down a little bit so we can see both a bit bigger. And then I'm going to come down with this text still selected. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to turn on the drop shadow and I get a few more options. I want you to keep this at 100, this at 135. Don't change any of that there. Just change this to 15. And hit enter, and you'll see that the drop shadow is about as big as that. The letters are skinnier, but that doesn't matter, okay? Then I'm going to switch back to fit right here. Click that down arrow, choose fit. Sometimes it helps to get in tight and see that. And then I'm going to scroll to the top, and I'm going to use my arrow tool, and I'm going to click somewhere on the letters. Be careful you don't grab a dot. You can click that little circle and drag it. And I'm going to click on the letters, and I'm going to drag it down just in the ballpark, right over the top. And I'm just going to put it right there. And the left and right I can take care of. See, if I accidentally moved it too much to the left, as long as I'm in the general area, like on top of the words, I can then hit this button, the horizontal center, and it will pop it right where I want it. Okay? And now, we've got one the way we want it. I'm going to make it easy and do the other 5. Really simple. I'm going to hit minus a few times. And a little shortcut. I could copy and paste, but a shortcut is hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and put your mouse over this, hold down the Alt key and click and drag to the right, then let go. Click and drag to the right and let go. And then that's the 3 for the girls. I'm going to click and drag to the right over here. Right about there. I'll fix it later. Click and drag to the right, and then click and drag to the right. Now it looks like I might have a gap. There's a space there, but maybe, let me just see. Yeah, I've got a gap. So we'll fix that in a second. Let's come over to hit minus a few times. I'm going to come back over. I got a gap here too. So this is for this marker. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to make sure this one ends with that, and I'll get the beginning of this one. I'll move it here and they should snap. Then I'm going to go, this is, wait, what's going on? Let me see something. I think this, that marker, this one needs to end right there, and this one needs to start right there. Good. And then the other one is they're gonna end and start on this one. So I'm gonna drag that one. Yeah, sometimes they snap to each other. So I let go and I bring them right to there and I see the snap. Yeah. Then all I need is the ending part for Lisa Kudrow. And Lisa Kudrow, I think, ends right there. So I'm going to shorten that to this marker right there. Now, I am going to go right now, I'm going to go and find the names that I want. So I'm going to come back over here to Captain America, Scarlett Johansson, Elizabeth Olsen. She's the Scarlet Witch, right? So I'm going to copy, switch over to here, come over here to this one, click, double click that one, and I'm going to paste Elizabeth Olsen. I'll come over to this one. Who's another one I want to use? Emily Van Camp, Carter, full cast. Oh, there's more. Well, let's get... oh, it took a while. Let's see. Maria Stark. Who the heck is that? Oh, the mom. Oh my gosh, who am I going to use? Oh my gosh. Oh well. I don't know who I'll use. We'll just copy that. I'll switch, come over here, double click, and I will paste. There we go. So now we've got 3 people here, and I'm going to go on to the guys right here, do the same thing. I'm going to find out where they start. Okay. And it looks like he starts right here. So the first one's going to be that marker right there, and he's going to go 4 of them. I think this might be the one where they change. So I'm going to come over here, shorten that one to that, and I'll bring this one. I'm just going to click and slide over to there, and then this one probably has to end right. Whoops. Right there. So I have to bring it away sometimes because it's snapping to itself. It's going to go right there, and we'll bring the other one over to it, and then find out we probably need to shorten it to right there. So I'll click this and drag it to there. And then I need to do the same thing with 3 guys. I really don't care if you do all girls, all guys, or mix them up. We'll just do vision, copy, switch, come over here, click, triple click there, paste, come over here, click, switch, alt tab. Let's do Jeremy Renner, copy, alt tab, click on this so I can double click here, or triple click, sorry. Then I can come over here, put my mouse on top of that, click this, alt tab and switch. Let's find one more person to Sebastian Stan, Winter Soldier, right there. Okay, so I'll control C, alt tab. This is already selected. I'm going to come and double click or triple click and paste. So now, if I were to, I'm going to zoom to fit my timeline, which is the slash key above the enter, below the backspace. Oops, I got to be down below. Highlight the blue area, the blue box. Then I hit the slash key, and I can see I've got them here. So there's Scarlett Johansson, there's Elizabeth Olsen, there's Emily Van Camp, Paul Bettany, that's Vision, Hawkeye, and Winter Soldier right there. This would be a good place to hit Control S and save, always. Now we're going to make a copy of text for here, and I'm going to Alt drag this one, click and drag with the Alt key held down, make sure it goes up to the here, up to the left, and I'm going to zoom in so I can see exactly where. So plus, 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 and I'm going to move this to where it snaps right to there. This one's a little different because we have the Friends logo that's dotted, and I'm going to come over. It's very difficult to type the bullets, so I have it typed already for you in Canvas. Just select this part and copy it. Whoops. Select this and hit Control C, then switch. I'm using Alt Tab, and I'm going to double click on, or triple, sorry, what used to be Scarlett Johansson. I'm going to Control V, paste it. And now if you look back at the instructions, we're going to make it 140 points. All right. So I have it selected. I'm in my graphics library, or Workspace. I'm going to come down. Where's the font size? Right here. I'm going to click right there and make it 140. Hit enter. And it should have matched pretty good, did it? Whoops. Oh, it didn't change it. I got to triple click it, I guess, and come over here, hit 140. Hit enter. There we go. All right. Now, before we move it, we're going to select each dot and change the color. I'm going to do a couple of them. So select the dot, and then come down here to select your color palette for that font, that spot. Click the white box for the fill. Now you can pick colors. If you can match them, you can click the colors you want, but I am not good at matching, so I come and I click this eyedropper. And then I can come up and put the eyedropper right on top of the color there and match it perfectly. Then I hit OK, and I'll do that again for the rest of the dots. Select the dot, click on the fill for it, click on the eyedropper, click on the next dot, put the tip of it right on there, and then hit OK, and then select the next dot, and so on. Okay? Fill, eyedropper, and that next dot. I am going to speed up this part instead of making you wait for it, okay? Okay, so I now have it pretty much the right color. I'm going to click my arrow tool. I want to move this up pretty much above right on top of that. I think we might have it a little bit too big, but that's fine. And again, I don't care too much about my left or right because I can always click that button, but I'm going to get it kind of the right area. And then I'm going to come over here and click this second button, horizontal center. It'll shift it no matter what. Now, I did notice that it looked like I had two pieces of text, and that's this guy right here. We don't need it. That was me accidentally clicking somewhere. So if you do that, just click it and hit delete, and it'll go away. Now is another good time to hit Control S and save. I'm going to zoom out to my timeline, hitting the slash, and check how it's looking. The last one is this credit scene right here where we got created by. We're going to create two of them. We're going to have one text box, one of these, for the created by because it's smaller, and then another one for David, for whoever's making this, your name, right here. This one will be the same size, 100 points. This will be 80. I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to Alt drag just over to the right until it snaps with the right end. Now that I'm here, I'm going to zoom in, plus, 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 and it only needs to go to that marker, so I'm going to change this to be right there. And this is Sebastian Stan. It's really going to be my name, so I'm going to click it, come up and double click here, or triple, put in your name, upper and lowercase, and then instead of Option dragging left or right, instead of Alt dragging left or right, we're going to Alt drag up. And this one is now a second one that's right on top. You can't tell, but there's one right on top. And I'm going to click this arrow, and I'm going to click this one and drag it just up. I'm going to kind of put it in this area, whatever. My other one, this guy, I'm going to click and drag kind of up here with David Crane. It looks kind of messy, but it's okay. The top one, this one here, needs to be 80, size 80 font. So type 80 down there, hit enter, it's good, and you're going to triple click inside it, 1, 2, 3, and type created by. Oops. You can double check your spelling right here, and please do proper case, capital C, lowercase there. Look at my name, capital first letters and lowercase the rest. The same with everything. Make sure your capitalization is right. Now, I'm going to make sure I got them in the right spot height-wise, but I want to make sure that they are lined up left and right. So I click that button, and then I'll come by, click on mine, and I'll click that button again, and it's right where I want it. Now, if you want to see it looks confusing, if you want to see it without all the stuff behind it, come over here on this line, V1, and click the eyeball. It'll turn off the video there, and if I'm down here and I hit the slash, I can then move my playhead over all of these, and it shows the names without the video behind it. All right, turn the eyeball back on, go back to the editing tab. If you resized anything, make sure you reset it to the default, and then zoom to fit, use the slash key, and now you're ready for a screenshot. Use the snipping tool, make a screenshot of this, and submit that.